Sergio Ramos joined Monterrey. Yeah. So unfortunately, we weren't able to see him play. But have you guys read his contract?
No.
And how crazy it is?
Talk to us.
It is the stupidest thing ever.
Why?
Basically, Monterrey sold their soul.
Damn.
Basically. So he signs for a year, obviously. He's getting paid $4 million, I think, plus variables. So it's obviously the highest paid player.
Is that pesos?
No, man. If it's pesos, it's like
no. If it's pesos, like
100 grand.
million, yeah.
What's the currency though? Euros?
Yeah,
I think it's euros probably. He gets to choose what games he wants to play.
What?
Yes.
But like a certain amount?
He could get to choose whatever amount of games he wants to play.
He could choose to play one game.
He can do whatever he wants, basically.
Nah.
So let's say he's fit to play. DeMichelis doesn't put him on the team sheet. He's like, I want to play
He
this
gets
one.
to choose what games he wants to play.
But how if DeMichelis doesn't want him on?
I don't make the contract. This is what it says here.
That's crazy.
He gets obviously a bonus for every game he plays in the club World Cup. So he gets bonuses for playing. So
Just the
obviously
World Cup?
he's gonna play. He's gonna want to play, but he gets to choose a game.
They're in the Club World Cup. Eh?
Monterrey.
Yeah. They're a good side.
He gets a bonus
Yeah,
for
he's a good
starting. So he's getting bonuses to like.
It's all bonuses.
But he can still choose whatever games he wants to play. He strictly said he wants to be captain right away, so he's captain of the team.
Damn.
Bonuses for goals and assists, 2% for each jersey sold
2%.
Ooh.
That's a lot.
with his name and his number. He also chose number 93. I'm sure you guys know the reference.
What's
Oh,
the
his
reference?
93rd minute goal or something?
His 93rd minute goal against Atletico Madrid
To win Champions League.
to win Champions
That's
League.
crazy.
That's funny as hell. Good for him.
It's because they're out there. The center back has that number, I think.
Yeah, I forgot.
Hector?
But you can choose whatever number you want, right? So that's a funny thing. Total what's it called? Rights of his image. So it's all him. So I guess he gets whenever it's used, he gets paid for it.
Wait, he has all the rights, or they have?
He has all the
rights?
rights to his image.
Wow.
What else is here? Freedom to negotiate with whoever he wants to, whenever he wants to. Guarantees security, logistics, and like housing for him and his family. I also heard that
I'd want
His
that for
wife
sure.
doesn't want to go. I saw.
yeah, his wife doesn't want to go. Her wife doesn't want to go. He's the ambassador for Monterrey in the Club World Cup or the World Cup of 2026. I also heard that he wants to live right beside Sergio Canales.
Jeez.
He wants to have a driver with him 24/7. And there was like so many other like small speculations. But basically, everyone, I saw this guy and some Mexican guy, he's like, Monterrey sold their soul for Sergio Ramos.
Good.
And they don't like it. But obviously, it brings, faces to the league, and it's a big name at the end of the day. But
I mean, if there's a time to sell your soul for a player, it's like before a big event,
Yeah.
like the Club World Cup, right?
Do you think this is the biggest signing in Liga MX, or was there someone else like Ronaldinho, El Gaucho?
Querétaro or whatever.
Querétaro, remember
I
that?
forgot that you would play in the Mexican League.
There's actually some ballers that played in Liga MX. Let me search it up as you guys talk. I want
Right.
to see which
Gignac
ballers
was
were.
there. I don't know if he's still there.
Yeah, I think he's still there.
Talvin.
Talvin was there too.
These
that-
guys aren't the same level as like
No,
a Dino
obviously.
or like a Ramos.
Yeah.
Probably Cuauhtémoc Blanco.
Yeah.
Chicharito back to the league.
He's still
Yeah,
there.
but he doesn't play though. The guy's like injury prone.
I'm sure like maybe some of those like other Mexican ballers like Hugo Sanchez, like did those guys ever go back and play in Liga MX?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm more speaking about European talent that went to go play.
Hugo MX. Oh,
That went to go play in the Liga MX.
I can't even think of players besides the ones we named already.
That's what I'm searching up to.
yeah. But I feel like I mean, to be honest, like if you're gonna target a specific nation of probably Spanish players
Oh,
because you speak the language, right?
I have a list here of players. So
Ooh, a new one that came this
new one
year
just
too.
came recently. James Rodriguez.
Oh, yeah, he's playing good.
Oh yeah.
Apparently he's playing well, dude. Not for anything, but this guy got like let go from the last 3 clubs he's played on. I don't know how he just decides to he plays when he wants to. This guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a brat. That's
I'm
why.
sure his contract's crazy too.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do though.
So yeah, Ronaldinho. We had Sergio Ramos, Dani Alves for Pumas.
Ooh, Danny Alves.
yeah,
Remember
true,
that?
Yeah.
Oliver Torres is playing now. Lucas Ocampos is playing now as well, and Sergio Canal. So all these Spanish Liga players coming to put Monterrey now is pretty good for them.
They're making a big move clearly.
Yeah.
Who owns them, man? How they have this much bread?
I don't know.
Not too sure.
Jeremy Menez, Copa America, Club America. Sorry. Guignac's still there, right? But yeah, like there's some big signings, decent signings.
A lot of these we're noticing it now. I think more than ever. A lot of these we're noticing a lot of these like smaller leagues are starting to get some good quality players,
Especially
right?
the Brasileiro.
Brazilian league, Liga MX. You can say as well, like maybe MLS, they're getting some players here and there, but like they're starting to really push to get these players because they know that you have to if you want the game to grow.
That's why they're doing the Club World Cup.
Yeah,
Because all these nations are gonna have big players now.
yeah,
You got to have a big player representing your club. As what you just said it.
yeah.
He's gonna be the ambassador of
Ramos,
the
he
team.
wants to be the
But
ambassador.
that's for the World Cup.
Still, it's huge for him to be there.
You got to be known. You got to be known by other teams and stuff. It makes sense to me, and I kind of like it. It's cool, especially I think that brings more eyes to the Club World Cup because now you're seeing Ramos. Before that, who were you gonna
Monterrey's
see?
in the Club World Cup.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
Like before that, Canales, he's a good player. Ocampos, but now Ramos, like that's a
Now
big
you have
name.
all these guys playing too,
Yeah,
right? So
they're
it's
all
like
together.
it's a good time to do it, right? At the end of the day, because I'm sure like the clubs are probably going to be financially compensated in some way for Club World Cup games, right? So especially like you probably want to make it a little bit further if you could. Like if you go through and you have like a pretty big like quarterfinal, semifinal, like imagine they go through and they end up playing like a
Real Madrid.
Madrid or like a Juve, like someone like that, that's a huge game for them as a club, and but also for their fans. Like, dude, imagine what kind of experience you can give to your fans if you make a run in a tournament like that,
Yeah.
and you're probably putting yourself in a pretty good position to do so with like some of these European players, even if they're like not purely in their prime, like they can still go out and ball.
They still have names,
Right.
and like you said, imagine you see a Real Madrid facing Monterrey in Mexico.
Oh,
How much
dude,
money that's bringing to the club, the city, the
Yeah.
people, the views, everything. It's so you have to invest. At the end of the day, in any business, you have to invest to see growth.
now's the time to do it with like the World
Yes.
Cup coming to North America, to Mexico, to US. Like it's a good time,
Yeah.
to at least take your shot.
It's probably because, yeah, as you said, they're pretty much guaranteed money for the Club World Cup, so that's why they're investing that money that they don't have yet, but they're gonna get.
Yeah.
So the teams that are in their group are actually Inter Milan,
That's sick.
River Plate,
Dang.
and Urawa Reds.
See, I like
Yeah.
that. Like that's a cool group.
They can maybe make it out of that group too. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Like a Ramos, Sergio Canales is playing well against Inter
And his
Milan.
turf shoes.
That'd be sick. That's sick.
He might be ripping turf
I'm
shoes
actually
all the
very
time,
excited for the Club World Cup this year.
Yeah, it
it's,
should be cool.
it's gonna be super cool. I think we're gonna see some upsets and just
Yeah, for sure.
some good quality football from a lot of teams.
There's gonna be some dirty.
it'll be cool as long as
go
the
mic
teams
drop.
take it seriously.